What's happening, sports fans? How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good Wednesday to you. Happy hump day. Hope you're having a good one. And we're talking Cowboys all-pro linebacker Micah Parsons. He has a bone to pick with former players turned analysts talking about current players and more specifically about his Dallas Cowboys. We're going to dive right into that. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I wasn't going to really talk about the Dallas Cowboys this week. I know they still stewing over that loss that they took in Buffalo, 31-10. The defense basically ran up and down the field as far as the run game. The Bills had 266 yards on the ground on 49 attempts, 5.4 yards per rush. But Micah Parsons would go on his podcast called The Edge, I think that following day, and he had a lot to get off his chest, and he had a bone to pick. By the way, Micah Parsons only had 2 tackles on Sunday. But he had a bone to pick with former NFL players that are now analysts, wanting to see players fail and wanting to talk about their failures. And more specifically, he also, feeling some type of way about the way they talk about the Cowboys. But you know who? There was going to be some rebuttals to his remarks. ESPN Stephen A. Smith, as well as Shannon Sharp, would have a rebuttal to what Micah Parsons had to say on his podcast. I'm going to let you listen to the sound of all three, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to give my thoughts on this whole thing. Here's Micah Parsons getting something off his chest. Take a listen.
Everyone just waits for the Cowboys to lose. I saw multiple analysts, people who are fake analysts who somehow got jobs on TV saying, there goes your boy. Like, oh, there he is. That's the person we've been waiting for. It's almost to the point where it's like almost sick. Former players are waiting for other current players to fail so that way they have something to talk about. It's not even to just get into names. I mean, I feel like at this point you kind of know who you are. And it's like, why do you want a person to lose so bad? It seems that a lot of people are just waiting for people to fail.
The Dallas Cowboys, there's no indifference. There's no apathy. You either love them or you hate them. I'm talking about as a fan or a nemesis, okay? But as an analyst, y'all point out what you see. And so for me, if you're a member of the Dallas Cowboys, it is different wearing that star on your helmet.
So he's a part of the media. You see, Micah Parsons is living for the praise and he's dying by the criticism. Now, when all these former players and so-called analysts said Micah Parsons should be Rookie of the Year, say he also should maybe be Defensive Player of the Year, where was that criticism? You never played. So how do you know what I should or shouldn't do? Now you get NFL players that played the game and played the game at a high level. See, me, they can't question SHIT or what I done. My resume speaks for itself. Absolutely. So I don't know who he's talking about, but since I'm in the media, I'm assuming he's talking about me. You never had a problem when I gave you praise. You never had a problem when I say you should be an all-pro.
Now here are my thoughts on this whole Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons situation and his beef. I think he's being a little sensitive at this point. And I think a lot of these millennials, Gen Zs, or whatever they are called, I think these new athletes, the current generation, they are very sensitive to any type of criticism they get from anybody, and they need to quit listening and watching social media and all that. But again, as long as they're not making personal attacks, and they're talking about your game, what is the issue? I don't know what he's talking about. The one thing about the Cowboys, though, all eyes are going to be on them. There's no in-between for anybody when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. You either love them or you hate them. There's no in-between. And most people are the biggest Dallas Cowboys trolls. I see them all the time. If you go on my Facebook profile, my page, I scroll down all the time. There are tons of Dallas Cowboys trolls in my Facebook feed. Tons of them. That's all they do. They rarely ever talk about the team that they are allegedly fans of, but they sure are quick to jump in Facebook and Instagram or whatever. If the Cowboys lose or whatever, they quick to make posts and memes. So he got to have tough skin, man. It's going to be trolls out there, and the Cowboys, again, they're the most watched team, regardless of what you think. they bring eyeballs to the television set. That is. So it goes with the territory. You need to quit complaining, stop being so sensitive, Michael Parsons, and just step your game up. That's all you got to do. The Cowboys got to step their game up. Cowboys are a good team, but the one thing about them is they're not that good on the road. Until they become a team that can go on the road and beat a good team, people gonna look at them like, they're a good team. They'll always contend for the NFC East division. Probably make the playoffs. They'll win 10 or 11 games each year, but I don't think they got enough to make it to that next level. That's how people look at the Cowboys. So Michael Parsons trying to go at these former players as analysts, wishing that they fail. I think that's an illusion on this point, and I just think he's a little bit sensitive. Especially his emotions a little raw after that defense got beat up on Sunday night. It happens. Hey, look at the Eagles. They lost Monday night. Good teams have bad games. Just got to get over it, regroup, because you got to get ready for Miami. So if you still worried about who's criticizing and this and that and all that, man, your mind ain't ready for the game. And that's just my opinion. I'd like to know what you guys think about Michael Parsons and his beef with former players, being analysts, saying that they like to see players fail, all that. Make sure you drop that comment down there. Talk back to me. Let me know what you think. My name is Kendrick, the Sports Guy. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. We will see you on the other side. I am out. Peace.